Well, hello once again, everyone. It's your boy Jingles Roscoe with another speed drawing. Today, I decided to draw for you Soul Badguy from the Guilty Gear series. Here we go. Whoa, so it's been a little bit, guys. It's been a little bit longer than I said it was gonna be. Just a little bit longer. Yeah. Like I've been really busy with a lot of stuff. Um, not too much stuff I really want to get into at the moment, but I had this drawing. I had the drawing and the video recording done like a while ago, but I wasn't able to put it into um, my video editing software and then actually do this voice recording until like right now. And yeah, it's been a lot longer than I said it was gonna be. I was just like, oh, maybe a couple weeks. That should give me plenty of time to get done with what I need to get done, and then it'll be done, and I don't have to worry about it no more. But then other stuff came up, and not related to art, but it's been kind of nuts. But it's not. I wouldn't say it's too bad though. But yeah, I finally am able to finish doing this video, and then I can get started on another one for you guys. Anyway, this is Soul Badguy from the Guilty Gear series. I really like his design. I like his character a lot. I played some of the older Guilty Gear games, and like I played a decent amount of the new Exerd games, Exerd Sign, and then Revelator, and then Rev 2. I played those quite a bit. I really like Soul. He's a fun character to use in that. I don't know who my main is in there because I just like to mess around in it mostly. But it's really awesome to watch like a lot of really high end fighting game dudes and ladies and others play the games because they're a ton of fun to watch as well. And as well as I feel like they really laid the foundations in that game. Arc System Works really laid down the foundations for what the game that I've been playing the most of, which is Dragon Ball FighterZ. And been playing a heck ton of that. And you can really kind of feel where they were laying stuff down to make this next game. And I'm really excited to see whatever it is that's going to be coming out from then. I'm really excited just to see where Arc System Works goes with it. They obviously have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle going on right now. I was never really that fond of the BlazBlue series. I mean, Guilty Gear is kind of similar to BlazBlue in that they're kind of like anime fighters and stuff like that, but I don't know. Guilty Gear has mechanics that I am more comfortable with and like better, and characters that I like better and I think are just cooler. And that's probably why I never really got into BlazBlue. I prefer Guilty Gear. And yeah, I'd been wanting to draw Soul for a while. As you can see, I'm drawing his earlier versions of how he looks in the earlier games. He's definitely thinner than I remember him, and definitely doesn't look quite as thick as he does in Exerd. But I mainly chose it because like I was looking at both versions trying to decide which one I wanted to do, and I looked at the Exerd outfit that he wears versus his older outfits, and I was just all like, there is so much detail in his Exerd outfit, but it's still like almost exactly the same but more on there. And I wanted to get this video out faster, and so I was like, I like his old design. It's simpler, and as I mentioned before, I really do like a simpler design that's still really iconic. And so I was like, yeah, I'll go with that. I should be able to get it done quickly and have the video out super quick. Boy, oof. If I could talk to past me, I'd beat me up. But yeah, Soul Badguy is a really cool character. I like. I haven't really gotten too deep into the lore of Guilty Gear. I just know that Soul is really powerful and he's really cool. And really, that's all I really need out of some characters sometimes. But yeah, here he is. I was surprised how quickly, like, his sketch, the sketch part of this drawing ended up being. Like, I thought I was going to be ending up taking a lot longer than I ended up taking. But I got it down, like, first try, which, like, never happens for me. Like, if you really pay attention to some of my other videos, I do, like, a few sketch layers until I'm actually, like, happy with it, and then I'll start doing the ink layer. But for this, it was, like, sketch out the pose, and then sketch out and sketch out just one layer, and then wow, it's ready to go. And I was really happy with that. I decided to keep his pose pretty simple, pretty cool looking, and definitely trying to keep my line weights nice and even, nice and clean. It's just the way I prefer to ink things. Yeah, and so I think it turned out pretty good. This inking actually, I think the inking took surprisingly a lot longer than the sketch layer did, and I think that's mainly because, if you can see, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my line work. Like, it's never perfect, but I try to get it pretty close, or at least to a level that I'm satisfied with. And you can actually see me, like, if it's not perfect, then I'll just undo it with Control Z. My fingers are always on Control and Z whenever I'm drawing anything. And if it's not exactly the way I want it, I'll undo it, and then I'll do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until I finally get to the point where I'm satisfied. And that's with all my drawings, though. But I think the results for it just end up looking a lot nicer. But yeah, it does take me a little bit longer. I find that when I finally get around to the inking phase of my drawings, it's just like, okay, this is kind of, I kind of feel like it's the most boring part of the drawing for me when I'm drawing. And I think it's just because I'm just trying to clean up and go over the sketches that I've already made. And sketching is a lot of fun. And I've been trying to sketch a lot more lately. At work, I've been bringing my small personal sketchbook with me, and then on my breaks, I try to get myself to draw sketch at least something once a day. I don't always hit that because I'm either tired or some other reason that I would come up with. Really quick, this sword here. I finally did one of the things that I feel like is a big advantage to having a screen tablet rather than just a regular drawing tablet without a screen. And it's that you can use a ruler on it and make a straight line using a ruler. And that's something that I haven't been able to do for a while. And then when I got to doing the sword, I was like, oh, this is my big chance, my big opportunity to finally use a ruler. And then I looked around, I couldn't find my ruler that I haven't used in like 10 years. And so I had an envelope sitting nearby, and I was just like, oh, I'll just use that. And I used the envelope, and it worked as well as it could have. And I think it's pretty funny that I ended up doing that. But anyway, there's the coloring phases. I might have mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure I did, but I always speed up the coloring and shading portions of my videos. I speed them up more than my sketching and inking portions because I feel like it's just a little more boring to watch because I'm just flood filling the area. But this time I tried coloring slightly differently. It's something that I've been watching a lot of other artists do, and I wanted to try it out myself, and that is I take the entire character and I flood fill him with one color. Sometimes people do like the main color of the outfit that the person's wearing. I decided to do the skin tone because I feel like the skin tone is the most bottom part layer of a drawing anyway, and everything else kind of sits on top of the skin. And so I made him all his skin color and then started going from there. And it kind of helps me keep everything like all put together, especially if I do a clipping group or a mask over it. It just helps keep everything on the picture, and it helps eliminate like the really tiny like white things that don't quite get completely filled up whenever you flood fill anything. It's always better to just completely fill the character with color and then, you know, start adding the other colors to it from there. But I'm lazy and I just flood fill sections. I section things off and then fill it in underneath the line art layer. But yeah, I really liked the way that Soul looked in this. I was actually really pleasantly surprised with it. I was happy, and like I've been saying to some of my friends, like back in the day, I would be getting pictures. Here's Soul, by the way. I would make a picture and then I would not be completely happy with it. But more and more lately, I've been really happy with the way pictures have been turning out, and that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I'm improving, and I hope to continue to improve some more. Go ahead and check out my Twitter if you want to see some of the daily sketches, or some of the daily sketches that I've done. Yeah, I'm also going to be looking into maybe starting some commissions soon. So there's also a link to that if you're interested in that as well. But thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys keep coming back and keep watching my videos because it means a lot to me. Yeah, thanks a lot, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.